This is Lewis Mumford on the environment, and certainly Lewis Mumford is one of the giants in the study of culture and technology. And what you're going to see, he's really one of the first environmentalists and um, pioneered ideas about green spaces and green technologies. He really liked what he would call organicism, the organic relation between nature and the person. Mumford was a critic of the mass megalopolitan city and what is called growth of the metropolis for Mumford. What is called growth of the metropolis or the super big city is, in fact, the constant recruitment of a proletariat or a working class capable of accommodating itself to an environment without adequate natural or cultural resources, right? It's the people who do without pure air, who do without sound sleep, who do without a cheerful garden or playing space, who do without the very sight of the sky and sunlight, who do without free motion, spontaneous play, or a robust sexual life. And so, like this is what he saw as the worst of the city. And I gotta tell you, when I was in certain blighted areas of Baltimore, these very poor areas of Baltimore, like green space and parks and stuff were pretty hard to come by. And I mean, I think like the little kids, right, in this area were really exposed to some nasty business. And I think this is what he's talking about here. Man must not merely have the privilege of selecting a type of environment in contrast to that which embraces his daily routine. Each environment should exercise its own type of selective control, choosing its men. Kind of interesting thing to say, I think, in a way that, the environment, like, like, um, like I think to live in Wisconsin in a way you got to be kind of tough physically, certainly much tougher than you have to be than say in California. California lends itself to the beach bum life, and especially Southern California. I mean, just tons of people. Just, I mean, the sort of pleasure of the moment. Whereas in Wisconsin, it really seems like it's a much more laborious and industrious kind of people because you can't just hang out at the beach all day in April. What is consumption directed toward in a biotechnic economy, right? What is consumption directed toward in a biotechnic economy? Under a biotechnic economy, consumption is directed toward the conservation and enhancement of life, a matter where qualitative standards are imperative. And so Mumford's got this idea of organicism, which is the appropriate merging between our biology and our technology, and he calls it the biotechnic economy, right? Biotechnics is this idea that there could be like some sort of harmony between our biology and our technology. So he says under a biotechnic economy, consumption is directed toward the conservation and enhancement of life, as opposed to say just a merely what capitalistic economy, which consumption is directed toward weird desires and kind of irrational assumptions of advertising and other stuff. Mumford can be very inspirational, and he says this, when human energies are low, nothing seems worth the effort. When they are keyed high and poured into constructive tasks, they gain in strength by their very expenditure. The more we demand of ourselves, the fuller will be the response we shall get from that environment.